I know you had some criticisms of your own House budget resolution, but the Senate came back with something that would allow for even more borrowing, even more tax cuts, and even
Yeah.
more new spending, um, and had some gimmicks along the way. So, what's your reaction to where we are now with the budget process?
It shows the level of perversity there is on telling the truth about the math. Um, and I don't understand because you have members in the House, but particularly in the Senate, that give these wonderful, elegant, emotional, motivational speeches about how we need to stabilize debt and deficits and protect the stability of the country and the extraordinary privilege of the US dollar, all these things. And then they knife it. They turn around and do things that basically destroy the economic future, the economic stability, the fact of the extraordinary privilege of the dollar. And people like your group, people like my economists, even myself, we're sitting here almost shaking, saying, are you really that terrified to tell the public the truth about the scale of our borrowing, the scale of the debt, the fact that you have some of the leading bond experts of the world talking about there just isn't enough available savings in the world to continue financing the sovereign government's borrowing. So the United States borrows 30-40% of all US sovereign money. China then needs another 30%. Now Germany's going into the debt markets. You got to understand, this isn't just us. The entire Western world has a shortage of young people. So the productivity curves, all these policy things you have to do to create savings so governments can binge on it so we can pay our earned benefits. And then you have the Senate do something that's absolutely unserious, saying, here, just throw another 5.8 trillion, functionally raising US sovereign debt by what, 25% over the next 10 years in a single piece of legislation. And yet, other than a handful of editorials, where was the rage?